Welcome to Hollywood Deli. I'm your host, Blue. So, listen, we're going to watch some more sneak peeks from Sister Wives, episode 2 of season 19. In this clip, you'll see Christine and Janelle talking about what's in the future for Janelle and what is her plans for the land. But anyway, I have some things that I want to say about Christine before we get into this. I do not feel like Christine is being a genuine friend to Janelle. I believe it's all show. I believe that she was really wanting to remain close to Janelle because she wanted to take something from Cody. I don't feel like the friendship between Janelle and she is really genuine because she is so fixated on making sure that Janelle leaves Cody. She does not really, in my opinion, fully care about Janelle the way she portrays. I just don't feel like it's genuine. Just the way she's been maneuvering. I feel like she wants to really stick it to Cody, and how else can she do it through is by taking something that he finds so precious to him away. Janelle, the one who keeps him, stable. She really, in my opinion, wanted to cripple the relationship of Cody and Robin because she knows that they are financially a disaster together and that Janelle would just be the glue holding them together. And she really wants to stick it to them, which I agree that he deserves. But I feel like it's not right that she pushes a lot of her agenda on Janelle. That's just my thoughts about Christine.
Changed my mind was when I went with Maddie to look in Montana, and I'm like, oh, I could have this somewhere else.
It's no brainer living with Maddie and Caleb on a property in Montana versus living on Coyote Pass with a house, and who knows, maybe Cody and Robin right there living on the same property. Maybe Mary's gonna have a house there too. That's just no. Just no.
However, if Cody's not willing to buy me out, then I think I'm gonna have to do something with it. But we got to pay it off, and he's not talking to me about it, so I think I'm gonna have to lawyer up. I think because I think that's the only way I'm ever gonna get any kind of decision out of him.
And you need to have a.
Cody's using the land to hold on to Janelle. He knows that as long as he got her on the hook for this land, and because of Janelle being wanting to be financially responsible, he can always keep her on ice and in hopes that maybe he can convince her to come back. That's my thoughts. I believe that Janelle finally realized that the land is the what's the thing that's keeping them two together. And so now you see she's trying to make plans elsewhere. She really wants to do what she came to Arizona to do, which was build on property. But she realizes she could do that with Maddie and her husband, and she don't have to do it with Cody and Robin and Mary. And I think eventually Janelle's just going to be like, you know what? F all this. I'm not going to try to get a lawyer. We're going to, we'll figure it out at some point, but I'm going to move on and do my own thing. Because as long as she keeps haggling with him about this land, it's just going to keep her in limbo the same way he did with Mary, where he would give Mary little crumbs and give her hope that maybe there can be some reconciliation just so he can use her financially and get to where he wants to be, which was Arizona with her money and get the big house for his wife. And so he did what he needed to do was string Mary along, and then once he got her here, he's like, I don't need to do this anymore. I don't need to string you along. I'm going to show you who I am. And she just needs to let it go. She needs to, well, not necessarily let it go. It's like, shit or get off the pot, Janelle. Sue him already.
Definitely get a lawyer involved. I think so.
I don't know what else to
Tell her,
do.
Christine.
I don't know what else to do. Part of it is I really have no legal rights to make any kind of claim on Cody's property. Like, we're not legally married. It's not like I'm just calling a lawyer and saying I need to divorce this person. No, it's really complicated because there's no legal marriage.
Yeah, it sucks that she just can't work it out with Cody, that she's got a lawyer up. That's ridiculous. I think it's wise, however. I think it's really wise.
Like, I think well, I mean,
Is your marriage with Cody over?
yes. Oh,
Does
yeah.
he know?
Well, he's not talked to me for a very long time, and now we've resorted, even business is done via text.
Really?
Like we aren't even talking on the phone.
Would you tell him the words it's over?
No, like I don't.
Christine act like Janelle gotta have this long drawn out conversation like she and Mary did with him. Janelle is just like, all right, you want me to do this, kiss Robin's butt, and you want my kids to fall in line. I'm not doing that. See ya, deuces. She cool with just that. She don't need the closure like you and Mary need. She's sort of like Janelle to me is like a dude. Dudes don't need the closure conversation. They like, all right, you done with me? Moving on. Whereas these two, Christine and Mary, they were more emotionally tied to Cody, I think. Like Janelle knew her purpose there. Had these babies, raised these kids. Once the kids was grown, I don't need him no more. You know, the companionship was nice, but I can get that elsewhere. Where these two, they were fawning after him, really in love with him, really wanting him to be, you know, the the love of their lives. Whereas Janelle, she said we loved each other as much as we could. So she understood her position with him. And you know, Christine up here pushing her to say, you know, the relationship is over and things like that. I think that's just unnecessary. And once again, it's a prime example of what I've been saying and how Christine is pushing her agenda on Janelle, and you won't see it in this clip because it's too short. But Janelle actually says that Christine really pushing me to have this breakup conversation. I feel like we've had that enough, and we've had little small conversations, and we both come to the conclusion that it's over. But anyway, tell me what you think. Do you think Janelle's not over Cody? Do you think Janelle would go back? I know one person that would go back is Mary. Even with all this I need to be unsealed nonsense, I believe Mary would go back. But Janelle, no. Too much water has been under the bridge, and the way he just handled her kids and his whole agenda, he wanted a relationship with her and wanted no relationship with her kids. Like, I don't know why he thought in his warped mind that she would agree to that. And partly I think is because she has agreed to that, unbeknownst to her. When she only started to disagree with Cody and get into conflict with Cody when her kids started to voice their opinions about how he is showing favoritism to the other kids. That Janelle even admitted that until then she was fine with the relationship that she had with Cody. And she was clearly fine with the relationship that he had with his children, not being as involved. But you know, I guess you live and you learn. Anyway, make sure you like, subscribe, make sure you leave 5-star rating, and y'all have a good night.